What if I told you that this guy holds the key to the main plot of Pokémon Sun and Moon, because he very well could be linked to this guy? Oh! What's good, guys? STERWiN here, and welcome to my new show, Pokémon Thoughts and Theories. This show will be the home for many of my thoughts about new Pokémon news, as well as a playground where I can stretch my imagination and try to find a solution to some of the unsolved mysteries of the Pokémon world. Speaking of, there's no greater mystery in the Pokémon world right now than what Sun and Moon truly have in store for us. This video will be the first of a 3-part series where we delve into what deep and dark secrets Alola's trial captains may be hinting at. So let's jump in. We have learned that we will be sent on a journey to complete the Rite of Island challenge in order to grow as a Pokemon trainer. In this challenge, we will travel to each of the islands and meet 4 captains. Each will present a trial, or possibly a set of trials, to earn an opportunity to face a totem Pokemon and challenge the kahuna of each island in a grand trial. Interestingly enough, it would seem as though we will encounter each of these captains, or at least 3 of the 4, on the island based off of the Hawaiian island Maui, located in the top right of the map. I'll be referring to it as Maui throughout this video. Based on both the English and the Japanese trailers released on August 1st, we can generally pinpoint the location of each of these encounters using the map of the Alola region. We can also get a sense of where each of their trials is to take place. In the Japanese trailer, we can see Mallow standing at a T-shaped intersection in front of a small building with a brown barn-style roof that is next to a building with a red cornice. There is also a nearby 3-story building with blue roofs, just like at this intersection on Maui. As far as the location of her trial goes, I believe that it'll take place on Milimili Island. She is seen giving the player his first task in a location referred to as Lush Jungle, which seems to be different from the roofed forest area that we have seen in previous trailers. I believe that Lush Jungle is the covered area right off of the ceremonial platform where the player is given their starter. This is because of the giant waterfall that can be seen through the canopy at the northeast side of the jungle. This water source would undoubtedly allow such vibrant vegetation to grow like the plants seen in this trailer. More importantly, Mallow is standing next to a yellow sign that strangely resembles Tapu Koko, the guardian of Milimili Island. As an aside, another interesting characteristic of this sign is that it features 3 other colors besides yellow: red, pink, and purple, which seems to confirm Birdkeeper Toby's theory that the 4 islands would be linked to these 4 colors instead of red, blue, green, and yellow. If you haven't seen his theory, you should go check it out. I'll leave a link to his video in the description below. Anyways, back to Maui. Again, in the Japanese trailer, we see the player talking to Lana on a beach near some waterfalls. These waterfalls match the ones on the northwest side of Maui. It would appear that her trial is to take place in the same location, seeing as in the English trailer, she tells the player of some vigorous splashing, and in the Japanese trailer, the player is seen riding on a Lapras in the same location. A screenshot on the English Sun and Moon website shows a gigantic splash of water that is likely either the emergence of the Pokemon responsible for the splashing, or is even the splashing itself. Kiawe is shown in both trailers to be standing in the middle of a circle atop what appears to be an active volcano. In Hawaii, there are currently 3 active volcanoes, 2 of which are on the island of Hawaii, and the 3rd is underwater just off the coast of the Big Island. However, it would appear as though Game Freak has taken some creative liberties by activating Maui's dormant volcano, Haleakala. This seems to be the location where we meet Kiawe based on the rising steam and flowing lava. There is no direct proof as to where his trial may occur, but given his fire-type theme, I would imagine it would take place on the Big Island, likely atop the smaller of the 2 active volcanoes. This is based on Kilauea, an active shield volcano on the southeast side of Hawaii Island. It has been in eruption dating back to January 3rd, 1983 and continues to this day, making it one of the longest duration eruptions in the world. Sophocles is the odd one of the bunch, as every scene in both trailers shows him inside a building with no hints as to what his trial may be or where it may occur. Based on deductive reasoning, however, we can assume that his trial is to take place on the far left island because the other 3 are being used. But where is it that we are meeting Sophocles in this scene? In this room, there's a large machine with a glass dome, brass tubes and pistons, and whiteboards, among many other things that would not be found in a typical Pokemon building. In keeping with the theory, however, there are two possible buildings on Maui that I believe to be plausible options. The blue and gray building at the base of the volcano, and the large reddish-orange building by the golf course. However, I could see these buildings having other more specific purposes as well. So what about the possibility of meeting him elsewhere? Let's take a deeper look at this room. In the Japanese trailer, we see what looks like a convenience store cooler with some soda cans of some sort and a boulder. Could this be some sort of stocking room for a Pokemart or something? Not likely, because it would appear that Pokemarts will be implemented into Pokecenters once again in Alola. But what else is in there? Wait, are those hexagons? I can't wait to share all of the secrets I may have uncovered with you guys in the coming videos, but for now I'm going to leave it here. Guys, sorry I had to interrupt, but this is very important. I seem to have overlooked a crucial bit of evidence that changes everything about this video. In Lurantis' description on the Pokemon Sun and Moon website, they claim that Lurantis is the totem Pokemon of Lush Jungle, which is a site of an Akala Island trial. This means that Lush Jungle, and thus Mallow's trial, takes place on Akala Island, not Mili Mili Island. If you haven't heard by now, Mili Mili is the Hawaiian word for yellow, and it just so happens that when you translate the word Akala, you get pink. And which Hawaiian island's official color is pink? You guessed it, Maui. But what about the yellow Tapu Koko sign? Putting it bluntly, I was wrong. I misperceived the coloration of the sign. As you can see, the sign itself is actually gold, and a yellow triangle is present both at the top and the bottom. This is the same theme seen on many other totems around the region. I speculate that this is actually a signifier of the Right of Island challenge. So it would appear that both Lana and Mallow's challenge will take place on Akala Island. I would venture to guess that Kiawe's trial will take place on Akala Island as well. After all, it would seem kinda silly to travel so far to observe so few dance moves and report back with your findings. I think that the Pokemon Company and Game Freak are purposely trying to mislead us with the information they're choosing to put out. There are two crucial details that I believe many of us fans took at face value because look at all of the information they're giving us. They set the bait, and so many of us, myself included, bit so quickly that we didn't even realize what we were eating. I said it at the beginning of this video. In this challenge, we will travel to each of the islands and meet 4 captains. Each will present a trial, or possibly a set of trials, to earn an opportunity to face a totem Pokemon and challenge the kahuna of each island in a grand trial. 4 islands, 4 captains, 4 trials, 4 totem Pokemon, and 4 kahunas. Simple, right? 1 for each island. However, one word buried in the bio of a Pokemon on the website changes everything. 2 letters. Why not use the? It's because there are more than one trial on Akala Island. Game Freak has been very careful in their choice of wording in this trailer because it's all so important. Kukui tells the player you'll travel to each of the 4 islands here in the Alola region. He never says a word about where or when these trials will take place. This opens a whole new world of possibilities and opens the gates to a huge amount of speculation. We know that Mallow, Lana, Kiawe, and Sophocles are the trial captains, but do we know that they're the only trial captains? I mean, in all honesty, 4 quick trials and a few trainer battles sure does make for a quick game, am I right? What if there are more captains, more trials? In fact, the Japanese Pokemon Sun and Moon website confirms this. When loosely translated, it says, there are more captains to the 4 still. Who says that each captain provides only 1 trial, or more likely, What if you have to train with 3 or 4 different captains on each island before you're given the privilege of facing the island's kahuna? I set out to answer some questions about what we were going to be doing in Alola, and it seems that I've actually opened a can of worms far larger than I expected. If anything, we should praise Pokemon and Game Freak for their excellent handling of these games' promotion. They're definitely pitching us curveballs, and I love it. I don't remember the last time I was this excited for a Pokemon game to come out, if I ever was. I'm so excited to see what else can be discovered, but for now I'm going to let the rest of the video finish up. Be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out on any other parts of this theory, and don't forget to leave a comment down below with some of your own theories and speculation, or you could just tell me how wrong I am. Either way, I hope you enjoy this first part of the theory. I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here, and I'll catch you guys a little later on.